go. Hey there everybody, it's a nasty one here again. Welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise game 6. Last episode, we won a nemesis in a doubleheader, and we swept that doubleheader 4-0 in game 1 behind 7 shutout innings from Emily Bonventre. And then in game 2, we managed to come back in the 9th inning down to our final 2 outs by driving in the winning run on a walk-off single by outfield Winkleson as we rallied with 3 runs in the 9th inning to win the game 4-3, giving Despot his first career victory out of the bullpen. With those 2 wins, we're back above 500 for the first time this year, and we are now taking on the Overdogs for the first time this season to close out the first half of the regular season. Overdogs come in at 3-3. They'll send second-year left-hander Andrea Herrera to the mound, 1-0 with a 1.42 ERA and an 0.63 WHIP. And we will counter with second-year right-hander Trenton Deputy, who's 0-1 with a 15.75 ERA, a 3 WHIP, and he is tense. We enter today's contest at 4-3. Lineup for today's game looks like this. The Wink will be at shortstop, still a little injured from his groin injury last episode, but it's not affecting his ratings too much. In center field will be Worry Less, will worry more. He'll bat second. Batting third out in left field, Buck Big Country Swiner. Batting fourth at first base, Miriam DDP Doherty. Batting fifth, head of the class, Diaz. He'll be at second base. Batting sixth, backup catcher Jaden Norris. He'll get the start today over Oliver. Batting seventh out in right field, Carter Mahoney. Batting eighth, third base, the veteran Ed Manning. And batting ninth is the tense deputy on the mound. Let's get it on. Alrighty, looking at the Overdogs for the first time this year, a pretty balanced team it looks like, average across the board except defense, which is slightly below average. Everything else is about average across the board, maybe a little bit above average it seems. Power, contact, speed, rotation, bullpen, so they have a pretty solid team, but they're not like, special in like any one category and nothing, to write home about, which is why they come in at 3-3. They're at 500 right now. Haven't really set themselves apart from the rest of the pack. Currently in third place, they're chasing us down. We are in second place in the division at 4-3. They're coming in at 3-3 in third currently. We can get above 500. Coming up first for them, Sandbrick, Biggs, and Keith will face Deputy. Leading off, veteran first baseman Scooter Sandbrick in his first year with the Overdogs, former Platypi first baseman, hitting .375 on the year. Looking at Deputy's numbers on the season, Trenton is 0-1. He has a 15.75 ERA and a 3 WHIP. He gave up 7 earned runs in his start against the Jacks in only 4 innings of work. He gave up 10 hits, 3 of them homers. He walked 2 and struck out 3. His batting average against is .476 on the year. In that game, we managed to rally back to down a run. We lost that game, though, 7-6. Lineup for the Overdogs after Sandbrick is veteran left fielder Buster Biggs in his first year with the Overdogs. Batting third is third baseman Harrison Keith. He'll be locked in, batting in the 3-hole today. In his third year with the Overdogs, batting fourth, shortstop Micah Floral. Batting fifth, OG infielder Kasha Emmons. She'll be at second base today. Batting sixth in his third year with the Overdogs, right fielder Devin Splits. Batting seventh in his 5th year with the Overdogs, center fielder Damian Rush, who is tense. Batting eighth is the second-year catcher with them, Fiona Clark. Clark is in her 6th year in the league, getting to start over the normal catcher Leonaire. And batting ninth is the pitcher Herrera in her 2nd season. Deputy ready? Here we go. Fastball down and in is low and inside. Ball 1. Change it down and in. Inside. 2-0. Curveball outside. Taken for ball 3. 3-0 the count. Forcing up and in. Strike called. 3-1. Slider up. Check swing strike. Full count. Change it down and in. Fouled off. Sandbrick stays alive. Curveball down and away. Chop to second. Diaz there. I'll make the play to first. 1 out. Next up is left fielder Buster Biggs, the veteran hitting .208 with 2 homers, 5 RBIs on the year in his first year with the Overdogs as he was picked up in free agency this past offseason. Spent his first 5 years with the Blowfish. Beewolves, yes. There's his fastball fouled off, 0-1. Ball middle in, that is ripped to right field, hit pretty well by Biggs as he turned on it, and it is gone into the bullpen. First homer of the year for Buster Biggs, I think. His third, actually. First of the game, though. And it's quickly 1-0 Overdogs here in the first. That has been Deputy's Achilles heel. He gives up too many home runs. Next up, third baseman Harrison Keith, who's locked in his third year in the league, all with the Overdogs, hitting .346 with a homer, 4 RBIs. Both his traits active as well. He has power versus right-hander and inside pitch active here. Curveball at the knees, low in the dirt, ball 1. Seamer up, skied in to left field shallow. Swiner coming on near the line. Will make the catch. 2 down. Next up is the shortstop Micah Floral, hitting .238 on the year with 4 homers, 7 RBIs. Batting in the 4 slot today for the Overdogs. Just put the change it down and in is low in the dirt, 1-0. Slider up, that's high, 2-0. Four-seamer down in the way, fouled off, 2-1. Well down and in, fouled off again, 2-2. Up and in, high, full count. Four-seamer middle away, fouled off again. Flora will stay alive. Slider in the dirt, ball 4. First walk today for Deputy as Flora will reach to extend the inning. That'll bring up second baseman Kasha Emmon, the OG roster member, hitting .091 with 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the year. An outside pitch active for her, that's a newly acquired trait. Be off first, nothing doing as Floral's back safely. Curveball middle in is fouled off, 0-1. Seamer up and in, called a strike. Throw down by Norris is late. Easy stolen base for Floral. Floral's second stolen base of the year. He's 2 for 2. 0-2 the count here to Emmon. Change at the knees. Chop the short right at Winkelson. He'll make the play to first, and that will end the inning. Overdogs still on the board with the home run by Buster Biggs as they take a 1-0 lead. Bottom 1, Winkelson, Worrymore, and Swiner up first here against the second-year Southpaw Herrera. Outfield Wink Winkelson leading off at shortstop today, hitting .385 with 3 RBIs today. He's getting the start over Baca Boyd, who is tense. He'll be the first batter to face Herrera today. Andrea Herrera's in her second year in the league, 1-0 with a 1.42 ERA and a 0.63 whip. 1 earned run given up in her 1 start this year. 6 1/3 innings for a quality start. She gave up 4 hits, 1 of them a homer, and struck out 6 batters without walking 1. Batting average against is .182 on the year. Herrera last year in her rookie campaign faced us, and then that start gave up 10 earned runs en route to a shellacking. Looking to get some revenge against us. Strike at the knees on the heater, 0-1. Fastball down and then is low, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, swung through it late, 1-2 as K-Dot activates for Herrera. Curveball down and in, popped up in foul territory on the third base side. Keith going over, he will make the catch, 1 out. Next up is center fielder Swole Worrymore. Hitting .304 in the air with a homer and an RBI. He has contact for his left-hander active here. Sliding to center field since Winkelson is playing shortstop. Change of outside, called a strike, 0-1. Chased it fastball down in the way, 0-2 as Whiffer and K-Dot activate here. Fastball waist fouled off, will stay alive at 0-2. Fastball put in line to center field, and then it's going to drop in for a base hit as Worrymore will be on with his first hit of the game. He's 1 for 1. He'll be on at first with 1 down for Big Country. Buck Swiner, left fielder, hitting .125 on the year with an RBI. Slider inside, strike called at the knees, 0-1. High heater, 1-1. Fastball put in, swung late, 1-2 as K-Dot activates again. Fastball way, hit the hole to short. That is a base hit through to left side. First hit of the game for Swiner. He's 1 for 1. First and second, 1 down here for Miriam DDP Daugherty. First baseman hitting in the cleanup spot, hitting .444. 2 homers, 7 RBIs on the year. We're going to drive in our first run of the game. Heater inside, ball 1. Curveball up and in is popped up shallow left field. Making the catch is Biggs for the second out as the runners retreat. Two down for second-year second baseman, head of the class, Diaz. He's hitting .429 with a homer. 7 RBIs, looking to break through here with a big hit in the first inning for us. Fastball down and in is inside, ball 1. Fastball from way, hitting the hole to right. That is a base hit. Coming around third is Warrior. He's going to try and score. Throw is cut by Sandbrick. It is late to home. It is an RBI single for Diaz as we tie it up at 1. Runners at the corners, 2 down for backup catcher Jaden Norris. 5th-year vet's hitting .500 on the year with an RBI, getting his 3rd start of the year. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Fastball down and in is low, 1-1. Sliders outside, 2-1 to Norris. Fastball at the knees, line to first, right at Sandbrick holding the runner, and that will end the inning. Buzzards get 1 with Strand 2 as we head to the second. It's still tied. We're tied at 1. Splits Rush and Clark do up here for the Overdogs at the second inning. Leading off is 3rd-year right fielder Devin Splits, who's played all 3 years with the Overdogs. Hitless on the air, getting the start today in right. First pitch slider at the knees. Line softly to left center field. Swiner going over. We'll run it down. 1 out. Now to bring up veteran center fielder Damian Rush in his 6th season, 5th with the Overdogs. He is 10th, hitting .375 on the year. Originally a member of the Sirloins organization, as that fastball is high, ball 1. Change away, fouled off, 1-1. Slider up and away, swung through it, 1-2. Four-seamer down and in. Strike 3 called at the knees. First punch up for Deputy today, 2 down. That'll bring up veteran catcher Phelan Clark in her 6th year, 2nd with the Overdogs, hitless on the season. Getting the start for the tired normal catcher Tara Leonaire. First pitch curveball down and away is in the dirt, ball 1. Four-seamer up and in, is line to first. Doherty there to make the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Deputy. Bottom 2, we're tied at 1. Mahoney, Manning, and Deputy do up here against Herrera as we have the bottom 3 to lead off. Second. Leading off the inning is backup right fielder Carter Mahoney getting the start today because Warremore's playing center. Hitting .391 with 3 RBIs on the season. Mahoney getting a lot of action this year, more than he normally gets. Fastball high, ball 1. It's actually the most he's gotten since he was a starter back in his rookie year, which was year number 2. Mahoney here in his 5th season, all with us. Strike away, 1-1. Fastball down the middle, swung through it late, 1-2 as Kadad activates for Herrera. Fastball at the knees away, sky to right center. That's going to hang up for Rush to make the catch, 1 out. Next up, veteran third baseman Ed Manning, hitting .400 on the year with an RBI, making his 4th consecutive start of the year, 5th total. Change it down and away low, ball 1. High heater, 2-0. Fastball at the knees, driven by Manning to center field, but he missed it off the end of the bat. Rush there, 2 down. Base is empty for the pitcher Deputy, who's hitless on the year. Fastball in there, 0-1. Change away, pulled foul, 0-2 to Deputy. Fastball up, line to right center, and that is down for a base hit. Deputy will chip in his 1st hit of the year. That'll extend the inning with the 2-out single. For the top of the lineup, here's Winkelson, who's 0 for 1. Wink popped out in left field his first time up. Strike at the letters, 0-1. Fastball away, sky to left center field. Going over Ford is the left fielder. Calling it is Biggs. He'll make the catch, and that will end the inning. To the 3rd, we're still tied at 1. Herrera, Sandbrick, and Biggs do up. Leading off the inning is the sophomore left-handers, Andrea Herrera. Hitless on the year, starting the inning off for the Overdogs here in the 3rd. First pitch fastball away is a strike called, 0-1. Deputy back to neutral mojo for the first time today. Slider down and in is low, ball 1. Curveball up and away is fouled off, 1-2. Four-seamer up and in, popped up, shallow right center field. Mahoney coming in and over. He will make the catch, 1 out. Next up is Sandbrick. He led off the game. First pitch change up at the knees, fouled off, 0-1. Four-seamer down, grounded in the hole to third. Manning dives, cuts it off. Nice stop, fires to first. In time, 2 down. Good play there, Ed, and that'll bring up Buster Biggs, who scored the only run so far for the Overdawgs with a home run back in the first inning. He crushed an inside curveball over the right field fence. Jesus. First pitch curveball down in the way, in the dirt, ball 1. Change up away. Driven by Biggs to right center field, hit pretty well. That is going to hit off the fence for extra bases. As Buster's already on his way to second as Mahoney gets it in. It is a 2-out double to keep the inning alive for the Overdawgs as we head to the 3-hitter. It's Harrison Keith. He's 0 for 1. Just popped out to left field his first time up. First pitch slider him inside. Strike called, 0-1. Four-seamer down in the way. Fouled off, 0-2 the count. Change it down in the way. Check swing outside. 1-2. Good take from Keith. Curveball up and away. Just high. 2-2. Stone cold take from Keith. Up and away. Runner goes. Check swing high. Throw down by Norris to third. As late as Biggs steals third. That'll be a full count here for Keith. Biggs' is second stolen base of the season as well. He's 2 for 2. Full count offering coming. Slider down and in. Chased it in the dirt. Strike 3. And that's the second punch out of the game for Deputy to end the inning as he strands the runner at third. Bottom 3 were tied at 1. Hard lineup coming up for the Buzzards. Worrymore, Swiner, Doherty, and Diaz. Leading off is Sworry Les. Bull Worrymore. Center fielder singled his first time up and scored a run. He's 1 for 1 today. Slider inside. Strike called. 0-1. Chased it up and away on the heater, 0-2. Fastball up, line to center. Nice diving play by Ammon to make the catch, 1 down. Remembering a Big Country, he singled his first time up as well. He's 1 for 1. 1 down, nobody on. Fastball down and away, so strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and in. Swiner crushes it to left center field, heading to the gap. Running it down, though, is Rush for the second out. He still has good speed. Next up is DDP. Doherty's 0 for 1 today with a pop out to left field. Fastball high, ball 1. Strike in there at the knees, 1-1. Curveball away, outside, 2-1. Fastball up, Doherty hits it off the end of the bat to center. It's going to go right to Rush, and this is going to be a 1-2-3 inning for Herrera. To the 4th, we're still tied at 1. Floral, Emmett, and Splits to up here against Deputy. Leading off is Michael Floral. He walked his first time at the plate and was stranded at second in the first inning. This changeup at the letters is fouled back, 0-1. Four-seamer down and in is low, 1-1. Slider up and away. Line to left center field. That is down for a base hit as Floral will have his first hit of the game. He is 1 for 1. That'll put him on to start the inning. Floral's already stolen a base today. Here's MN 0 for 1. Pick off first, nothing doing. Ball down and in on the first pitch. Line down the third base line. Just foul on the hit and run. 0-1. Pick off first, nothing doing. Deputy keeping a close eye on Floral. Slider up and in, high and inside, 1-1. Pick off first, nothing doing. Change him up and in, runner goes, strike call. Oh no, it's inside actually, that's a ball. And the second stolen base today for Floral as the throw was late. He's 3 for 3 now on the year as it's a 2-1 count to Emmon. Receiver down and in, check swing inside, 3-1. Receiver up and in, inside on the check swing, ball 4. Second walk today for Deputy, first and second with none down for Splits. He's 0 for 1. So out to left center his first time up. Slider up on the first pitch, fouled back, 0-1. Curveball down in the way. Chop to second on the ground. Diaz charges, tags the runner, goes to first. That's a double play. Smart play there from head of the class. Runner at third now with 2 down for Rush. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout, looking his first time up. Fastball down and in. Chop to the mound. Deputy fields it cleanly to first, and that will end the inning as Deputy strands the runner at third once again. Bottom 4, we're still tied at 1. Diaz, Norris, and Mahoney do up against Herrera. Leading off is head of the class, Diaz. He's 1 for 1 today with an RBI single. So far, only run today. Fastball up and in is a strike called, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, lined off foul, 0-2 for Diaz as K-Dot activates again for Herrera. Curveball at the knees, turned on by Diaz, lined to left center field in the gap, but running it down is Biggs, 1 out. Gonna be hard to drop one in the gap today as most of their outfielders run pretty well. I think the only one who doesn't run well is Splits. Yeah, he does not run well, so right center is our best chance. Next up, Norris, he's 0 for 1. Strike down and in on the heater, 0-1. Norris lined out to first, his first time up. Fastball high, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, line at the middle, base hit for Norris. Backup catcher on with his first hit today. He's 1 for 2. Runner at first, 1 down here in bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up Carter Mahoney. Right fielder flew out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Strike there at the knees, 0-1. Swung through it at the letters, 0-2. Fastball up and in, chopper to short, should be a double play. Florida Emmon 1, Emmon to Sandberg, that will end the inning. 1 hit, but it's erased on a double play ball to the 5th. We're still tied at 1. Clark, Herrera, and Sandberg do up against Deputy. Yana Clark leading off, backup catcher's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out her first time up. Fastball inside, chopper to first. Broken bat, already barehands it, taps the runner, and that will end the inning. Well, that'll be the first out. Next up, Herrera, she's 0 for 1. Fastball at the knees, check swing low, ball 1. Her ball up and in is inside, 2-0. Change it down in the way, strike called at the knees, 2-1. Seam ripping away, outside, 3-1. Slider middle in, skied by Herrera to right field. Mahoney going back a few steps. He's there for it. He'll make it the catch, 2 down. Now to bring up Sandberg, he's 0 for 2 today. First pitch curveball down and in. Chop to the mound, Deputy off, bare hands at the first, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Deputy. Bottom 5, we're still tied at 1. Manning, Deputy, and that Winkleson do up here against Herrera. Manning leading off. He flew out to center fielder's first time up. Third baseman's 0 for 1 today. Slider in there on the inside corner, 0-1. Chased it up and in, 0-2 to Manning. Dribble down in the way, grounded up the middle, base hit for Manning. He'll be 1 for 2 as he's on with the leadoff single, and that'll bring the pitcher to the plate. Deputy singled his first time up. He is 1 for 1. Bunt is shown as the infield's playing the bunt. Fastball bunted foul, 0-1. Just off the end of the bat. Curveball away, bunted to the first base side. No one is covering second. Herrera to first. Sack bunt is successful for Deputy. Manning in scoring position here for Winkleson, who's 0 for 2, and Tents, who's flown out and grounded out today. Fastball down and in is a strike called, 0-1. Curveball away, chop to second, and in there to first, 2 down. Manning gets the third on the play. And that will bring up Worrymore, who's 1 for 2 today with the single. Go out last time up. Fastball outside, ball 1. Fastball up and in, 2-0. Chased it high as he loaded up the swing, 2-1. Fastball middle of the plate, line to center, and Worrymore will deliver an RBI single with 2 down. Manning scores, it is 2-1 Buzzards. Second RBI of the year for Worrymore, and that'll bring up Buck Swiner, 1 for 2 today with a single. Flew out last time up. Fastball's high, ball 1. Fastball down and in is inside, 2-0 to Buck. Fastball middle way, swung late, 2-1, again late on the power swing. Slider drifts outside, 3-1 the count to Big Country. Curveball hangs, lined at the middle, base hit for Swiner into center. Warmer will hang on at second. It is 2 on and 2 down now. That'll bring up DDP. Doherty's 0 for 2 today. She has popped out and flown out. Fastball middle in. Chopper to short. Floral there holding the runner. He'll fire to first, and that will end the inning. Buzzards, though, get the go-ahead run across as they get an RBI single from Worrymore with 2 down in the inning. 2-1 to the 6th. Biggs, Keith, and Floral do appear against Deputy. Here's Buster Biggs. He doubled last time at the plate. He's also hit a solo home run and stolen a base. He's 2 for 2 and still locked in. There's pitch changeup up and away. Skied by Biggs off the end of the bat to left center. Worrymore is there for it. He will make the catch. 1 out. Next up is Keith. He's 0 for 2 today. Chased a slider down and in below the knees last time up. 0-1. 0 for 2 today. Fastball down the way, and the first pitch is outside. Ball 1. Slider middle away. Keith lines it up the middle. Base hit for Harrison. His first hit today. He is 1 for 3. Puts him on with 1 down. Now to bring up Floral. He's 1 for 1 with a single last time up. He's also walked and stolen 2 bases today. First pitch curveball up and in is inside. 1-0. Four-seamer down and in. Line to left field. Base hit for Floral. His second hit today. He is 2 for 2. First and second now with 1 down as the Overdogs have something cooking here in the 6th. Got to bring up Emin, who walked last time at the plate and was erased on a double play. She is 0 for 1. Fastball up and in. Strike called. 0-1. Slider up and in. Skied by Emin, the left center. She got under it. Swiner there. In a step, he'll make the catch. 2 down. First and second remain the runners, and that will bring up Devin Splits, who's 0 for 2 today. Chop back to the pitcher last time up. He has also popped out to left center. First pitch curveball down and the way is outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer up and away. Splits takes it for a called strike. 1-1. Change up at the knees. Strike called. 1-2 the count here from Deputies. He looks to get out of the jam. Slider up and in. Way inside. He chased it anyway. Strike 3 swinging. Third punch out for Deputy, and that ends the inning. A split swung at 1 up near his eyes. Bottom 6, it's still 2-1. Diaz, Norris, and Mahoney do up against Herrera. Class Diaz leading off. 1 for 2. A single and RBI for the head of the class. Well, last time up as he takes a changeup in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball but in is high. 2-0 the count. Fastball at the knees, line to right field on the power swing, and that is a hit for Diaz. His second today. He's 2 for 3. Leadoff man on here in the 6th as we look for some more insurance runs. Next up is backup catcher Jade Norris. 1 for 2 today with a single. He's lined out and singled last time at the plate. Fastball inside. Ball 1. Fastball inside again. 2-0 the count to Norris. Fastball up. He hits the power swing and pops it up shallow center. Rush coming on is calling for it. He will put it away for the first out. Next up, Carter Mahoney. He's 0 for 2 today. Grounded into a double play last time up. He's also flown out. Fastball inside for a strike. Going 1. Fastball at the dirt. Chopped off of Herrera's glove behind the mound. Emin, no play at second, has to go to first. 2 down. Fielder's choice there, and that'll bring up Manning with the RBI shot. 1 for 2. He singled last time up and also scored a run. Fastball up, strike called. 0-1. Slider away. Manning skies it off the end of the bat to left, but that liner goes right at Biggs, and that will end the inning. Runner stranded at second for the Buzzards to the 7th. We're still up 2-1. Rush, Clark, and Herrera do up against the tiring Deputy. Only giving up 5 hits and 2 walks to this point of the contest as he's got bottom 3 in the lineup here for the 3rd time today. Rush leading off is 0 for 2. He struck out looking his first time up and is also flown out. Pinch hitting for him is backup catcher Tara Lee in air, hitting .333 with a homer, 2 RBIs, and she's currently locked in. First pitch changeup up and in is inside. Ball 1. Four-seamer down in the way. Check swing outside. 2-0. Slider middle in. Grounded to second, right at Diaz. Will make the play. 1 out. Next up, backup catcher Fiona Clark. She's 0 for 2 today. Four-seamer up and in is inside. Ball 1. Curveball up and away. Strike called. 1-1. Change it down and away. Fouled off. 1-2 the count. Slider down and in. In the dirt. 2-2 as it backs Clark off the plate. Four-seamer away. Swing through it. Strike 3. Fourth punch out for Deputy today. 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up the pitcher Herrera, who's 0 for 2. Pinch hitting for her is backup third baseman Keg Gutterson, the 6th-year vet. Second year with the Overdogs. He's hitting .333 with an RBI on the season. His Deputy is now locked in. First pitch fastball down and away. Low, ball 1. Her ball hangs. Line to right center field by Gutterson, but that hangs up for Warringmore, who misses it. As he took a bad path to the ball, that'll be extra bases for the veteran. Gutterson on with a 2-out pinch hit double. It should have been the 3rd out of the inning. That'll extend the inning for the RBI dud first baseman, Scooter Sandbrick. He's 0 for 3, and he will be pinch hit for... Oh, no, there's pinch runner, sorry. Kitty Kaufman comes on for the slow Gutterson at second as she is rattled. Speedster out there at second base. First pitch fastball down and away. Strike called, 0-1. Slider up and in. High, 1-1. Ball down and in. Runner goes as it's low. Kaufman steals 3rd, or first stolen base of the season. She is 1 for 1 on the year. 2-1 the count here to Sandbrick. Four-seamer up and away. Popped up, foul territory on third base side. Manning over. He will make the catch, and Deputy once again strands a runner at third base as he puts up another 0 here in the 7th. Bottom half of the 7th we go. Kendra Kerr comes out of the bullpen as Kaufman is leaving. Bottom 7, we're still up 2-1. Deputy due to lead off. He is done after 7 innings. Winkleson and Warringmore due up after him against Kerr. Deputy due to lead off. 1 for 1 with a single and a sac bunt today. He'll leave locked in, giving up only 6 hits, 2 walks, and striking out 4 batters, and 1 earned run given up on a solo home run. Defensive change for the Overdogs here. Utility player Katrina Diaz is coming on to play center field, replacing Leonaire. Kendra Kerr's numbers on the year look like this. She has no record, a 7.94 ERA and a 1.76 whip for the 6th-year vet. 5 earned runs given up in her 6 appearances, 5 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits surrendered, 2 of them homers. She's walked 3 batters and struck out 5. Her batting average against currently is .280 on the year. Coming off the bench for us to pinch hit is going to be backup second baseman Nathaniel Hurls with Powers right-hander active. Hurls hitting 1 for 5 on the year with an RBI. Powers right-hander active though, looking to get through against Kerr. For a ball away, grounded to short, right at Floral on the first pitch, and that's an easy first out for Kerr. 1 down, and that'll bring up Winkleson. He's 0 for 3, intense. Fastball low, ball 1. Up and away heater, 1-1 the count from Kerr. Fastball's outside, 2-1. Curveball inside, 3-1 the count. Good hitters count for Wink. Slider low, ball 4. First walk of the game for Kerr. First walk for the Overdogs pitcher staff as well as Winkleson on. That'll bring up Warringmore, who singled in a run last time up. He is 2 for 3 today. Fastball inside, ball 1. High heater, 2-0 the count. Fastball beneath, swung through it, 2-1. Check swing inside, 3-1 the count. Fastball up and away, line to right field, base hit for Warringmore, and that's his 3rd single today. He is 3 for 4. First and second now with 1 down as Warringmore's locked in. That'll bring up Swiner. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles, looking to keep the hitting rally going here. Fastball put in as a strike, going 1. Fastball from way, hard chopper to short. That'll be a double play. Floral to end and 1 on to first. That ends the inning. Coming out of the bullpen for us is going to be, let's see here. Not a lot of lefties here. Going to be all about that base. Pewter base as he'll take over for the 8th inning. Biggs, Keith, and Floral hard to line up to face Pewter. Buster Biggs leads off 2 for 3 today. He flew out last time up. He's also hit a solo homer and doubled today. He's still locked in, facing base. Third-year reliever, Pewter base is made 1-0 on the year. He's got no record, a 109 whip. In his 2 appearances, he's given up no runs. 3 2/3 innings pitched, 3 hits surrendered, 1 walk, and he has struck out 5. Batting average against is .214 on the year. First pitch slider down and in is inside, ball 1. Forcing up and away, outside, 2-0. Curveball away, outside, 3-0. Two-seamer down and away, low, ball 4. First walk for base out of the bullpen. Third of the game for our pitching staff as Biggs on to start the inning as the tying run. I'd bring up Harrison Keith, who's 1 for 3 with a single. Pick off first, nothing doing. First pitch two-seamer up and away, high, ball 1. Four-seamer away, grounded up the middle. Winkleson dives out of his reach into center. That is a base hit. First and second now with none down to start the inning. Base works himself into a jam. That'll bring up Floro, 2 for 2, 2 singles and a walk. He is also locked in. First pitch curveball is low in the dirt, ball 1. Two-seamer down in the way, grounded up the middle, past the diving Diaz in the right center. That is a base hit. Runner coming around third looking to score. Throw from Worrymore is just late. It is an RBI single for Floro, who's now 3 for 3, and we are tied at 2 as base blows the lead. Next up, Emmett, 0 for 2 with a walk. His base is now tense. First curveball at the knees. Grounded up the middle, lined up the middle actually. That is another base hit. 3 straight hits here and a walk to start the inning as bases loaded, none down for the Overdogs. Looking to break through. Here's Splits, 0 for 3. We're going to break the game open here. First pitch two-seamer away, line to second. Diaz dives over his glove into right center. That's going to bust it open. Splits his first hit of the year as a 2 RBI single. It is 4-2. Runners at the corners, no down. Here's Diaz, who's 10, hitting .267, 1 homer, 2 RBIs. Came on as a defensive sub last inning. Four-seamer up and in is a strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away, line softly to right field. Mahoney coming on, slides. Does not get there, and that's an RBI single. 5-2 the score now. As the Overdogs pile it on, that's their 4th run of the inning. Next up, Clark, 0 for 3 today. Base now rattled. Slider up, strike called, 0-1. Fastball away, chop foul, 0-2. Came in active for base here. Two-seamer down and in is low in the dirt, 1-2. Four-seamer up and away, liner to right. Already leaps, knocks it down, flips to the pitcher in time for the first out. Second and third now. 1 down for Kerr. He's hitless, getting her first at bat of the year. Fastball down and in, line foul, 0-1. Base back to tense mojo. Curveball away, check swing strike, 0-2. Seamer up and away, swung through it, strike 3, first punch up for base, 2 down. That's going to bring up Sandberg, who's 0 for 4 with RBI dud. First pitch curveball at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Slider up and in. Line in the center, a base hit. Sandberg's going to deliver 2 RBIs here on the single. It is 7-2. That is the 6th run of the inning for the Overdogs. And we're back to Biggs, who led off the inning with a walk. He's 2 for 3, homer, double, walk, RBI. Base rattled again, fastball inside, line to left center field. Slider going over, dives, makes the catch, and that ends the inning as he saves another run. But a 6-run outburst for the Overdogs swings momentum in their favor as they now lead 7-2 in the top of the 8th. As our bullpen blows its first lead of the season. Already Diaz and Norris do up against Kerr. Did we blow it in a big fashion? DDP leads off, 0 for 3 today for the first baseman. Looking to get something started here to get us back in the game. Strike the letters, 0-1. And Deputy will not be getting his first career win here. Strike in there, 0-2 as Cadet activates first time for Kerr today. Slider chased inside, dribbler to second, Emin to first, 1 out. Next up, Diaz. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI today. Change up and fastball up and in high. Ball 1. Fastball low, 2-0. Curveball at the knees, check swing strike, 2-1. Fastball up and in line to left center. Base hit for Diaz, his 3rd hit today. He is 3 for 4. He's on with a 1-out single, and he locked in again. That's going to bring up Norris, 1 for 3 with the single. Fastball away, outside, ball 1. Strike at the letters on the heater, 1-1. Fastball down in the way, 2-1. Fastball down in the way, outside, 3-1. Fastball at the knees, Norris turns on it, lines it to left, but guess what? It's right at Biggs for the 2nd out. Hit it hard, but right to him. That's going to bring up Mahoney. He's 0 for 3 today. Ice Vainer, the closer, coming out of the bullpen in an unnecessary save situation, but whatever. They just want to nail it down. Oh, they have 2 closers as well. How convenient. Vainer on the air has no record, a 2.45 ERA and a 1.91 WHIP. 5 games pitched, 2 saves recorded for Ice, 2 any runs given up, 1 of them earned. He's thrown 3 2/3 innings, given up 6 hits, 1 walk, and struck out 3. His batting average against is .353 for the 6th-year veteran in his first year with the Overdogs, originally from the Sandcats, released in the offseason last year. Strike high on the heater, 0-1. Fastball down and in, chopped up the middle. Emin there to first, that ends the inning. To the 9th, we're down 5 runs. Keith, Floro, and Emin do up against base. There's Keith, he's 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Receiver down in the way, lined by Keith, deep left field. That is in the bullpen for a home run. 2nd of the year for Keith, and that makes it an 8-2, as it's now a 6-run lead for the Overdogs. Here's Floro, 3 for 3, 3 singles, walking an RBI. His base is routed once more. Curveball hangs on the first pitch, grounded to second, though, right at Diaz. 1 down. Base back to 10th, so that'll bring up Emin, 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. First pitch slider middle in, grounded to short in the hole. Winkelson backhands it cleanly, fires to first, 2 down. That'll bring up Splits, 1 for 4 with a 2 RBI single last time up, his first hit of the year, and also his first 2 RBIs. Strike called at the letter on the heater, 0-1. Curveball down in the way, swung through it, 0-2. Slider middle in, swung through it, strike 3, 2nd punch out for base, that ends the inning, but another home run for the Dover Dogs as Harrison Keith goes yard. Just adds insult to injury as it's now a 6-run lead, 8-2 to the bottom of the 9th. Manning, the pitcher slot, and Winkelson do up as our last chance. We need a miracle here to get back in the game. Ed Manning leads off, 1 for 3 with a single. Looks like we're going to finish the first half at 500 here. Fastball low from Vainer, ball 1. Slider hangs, fouled off into left field. That hangs up for Biggs, though, as he'll make the catch because he's a speedy fuck on steroids. 1 out, and that'll bring up base. We'll pinch hit for his dumbass since he blew this game for us. Coming off the bench will be rookie 3rd baseman Rafael Loins, making his 4th at bat of the year. He is 2 for 3 as a bench player / pinch hitter. Fastball outside, ball 1. Slider outside, 2-0. Fastball at the knees, Loins crushes it to left center field, hit pretty well. Going back for it is the center fielder, Diaz, who runs it down at the warning track because this is Shaka Sports Turf and you're not allowed to have a home run in center. 2 down, Winkelson the last chance, walk last time up, he's 0 for 3 and 10s. Fastball down and in is a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, chased it, 0-2. Fastball up, chopper up the middle to short, Floral to first. That will end the game. Overdogs win 8-2 as they rally for 7 runs in the last 2 innings to win the game 8-2 off of our bullpen because Pewter Base decided to shit the bed for the first time in 3 years. No, actually, that is the first time in 2 seasons that he has shit the bed because his first 2 starts in his rookie season were absolutely horrible. He gave up 13 earned runs in both of those appearances. He then had pretty much shutdown relief appearances all throughout the rest of his first year and his entire 2nd year. And now in his 3rd appearance here in year 3, he decides to go back to his rookie season. Ode to joy. Thank you for blowing the game, Pewter, you absolute fuck-up. 8-2 the final score for the Overdogs as they crush us here today in the last 2 innings. Literally, we had a pitcher's duel. Trent Deputy was 7 quality starts, 7 quality innings, in line for his first career win, and then his teammates fuck him in the bullpen. Good job, guys. Deputy's never going to gain any confidence with you doing him like that. Hits today for the Overdogs. They had many. Everybody got a hit except Rush, the pinch hitter Leonaire, Fiona Clark, Andrea Herrera, pitcher Kendra Kerr. RBIs today, 2 for Devin Splits in that onslaught in the 8th inning with the 2-run single. Katrina Diaz, in her only at-bat, had an RBI single in the 8th inning as well. Michael Floro had an RBI single in the 8th inning. Harrison Keith had a solo home run in the 9th inning to add insult to injury. Buster Biggs had a home run in the 1st inning. And Sandberg chipped in 2 RBIs on a single in the onslaught in the 8th inning as well. Even with RBI dead, he still managed to find a hole. For us, hitless today, Winkelson, Doherty, Mahoney, Earls, and Loins. Only RBIs today for us on a RBI single by Head of the Class Diaz and an RBI single by Worry Less, Spool Worry More. Everyone else did absolutely bupkis. Pitching lines, Herrera, 6 innings, quality start, 9 hits, 2 earned runs given up. She was in line for the loss. Kendra Kerr gets the win out of the bullpen in the Vulture move. 1 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 walk given up. A benefactor of that 7-run rally. Or 6-run rally. She is 1-0 now on the year as Vayner comes on for the last 4 outs because why the fuck not? They just wanted to close it down. And they needed to use one of their 2 closers for some reason. And for us, Trent Deputy, 7 quality innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 home run ball given up. He was in line for the win, but unfortunately, Peter Bass decided to revert back to his rookie season and gave up 7 hits, 7 earned runs, a walk, 2 homers, 2 strikeouts, and a home run ball. As he falls to 1-1, blowing the game for his fellow pitcher. Player of the game is Buster Biggs. He had a solo homer, a double, an RBI, 2 runs scored, and a stolen base. Harrison Keith, the runner-up, 3 for 5 day, he had a solo home run, 2 runs scored, and 2 singles. And Michael Floro had a 3 for 4 day. He had an RBI, a run scored, 2 stolen bases. He also walked. Yep, what a this was a good episode until that 8th inning, and then it became a shitty episode, all in a matter of about 5 minutes. Congratulations, guys. And we'll end the first half at 4-4 as we fall to 3rd place in the division with the Overdogs overtaking us momentarily as they are at 4-3. We got a bunch of games to get through here before our next contest. And we're going to be entering a stretch of a lot of road games, so it's not going to get any easier. Looking around the league, let's have a look. What happened? Winkelson loses 5 power after he goes 0 for 4 at the plate today. Hokie gets +6 contact as a pitcher. Really? He's a pitcher. He doesn't need it. Let's see. Moose sign Harrow Lugliams as they cut veteran 3rd baseman Rip Dingers. Peter Base gets +7 contact again. He's a pitcher. He doesn't need it. And then Meek Commonly goes to the Wild Pigs, former Buzzards reliever, will replace Alfonso Guns there in their bullpen. Let's go ahead and sim up to our next contest as we'll preview the start of the second half next episode. Grapplers hold off the Beebles to win 6-3. They finished the first half undefeated at 8-0. Crocodons crushed the Jacks underfoot 12-3 as they improved to 6-1, extending their division lead. Sawteeth beat the Hot Corners easily 10-4, high-ending the Hot Corners their 2nd loss of the year. Heaters take on the Wide Loads. Wide Loads rally, then blow it to the Heaters 9-5. Sandcats taking on the Herbivores here. Herbivores rally but lose 3-2. Sandcats win the pitcher's duel there. Overdogs hold off the Nemesis to win 8-7 as they finish the first half at 5-3, holding on to 2nd place in the division. Wild Pigs crushed the Sawteeth 10-4 as they improved to 500 at 4-4. Beagles rally and beat the Platypi in 10 innings 10-8 as they finish the first half at 500. Sirloins win 7-3 over the Moonstars, handing them their 2nd loss of the season as well. Blowfish crushed the Freebooters 8-3. Freebooters fall to 2-6 on the first half. Crocodons then hand the Grapplers their 1st loss of the year, winning 6-1. They improved to 7-1 to finish the first half. And Hot Corners beat the Herbivores here 5-3. Nemesis hold off the Wide Loads to win 4-1, to get their 2nd win of the year. Moose beat the Moonstars 2-0 in a shutout, and the Freebooters also shut out the Sandcats 2-0 to end the sim. Alright, so we're sitting at 3 games back here as we enter the second half of the season. Crocodons are tearing through the league right now. We're going to have to play them in a doubleheader later here in the second half. That ought to be fun. First game of the second half, though, is our believe it's our next to last non-divisional opponent. Let me check that. No, it's our third. It's our second non-divisional. Yeah, it's our third non-divisional opponent. We have 2 more after that. Okay. Taking on the Heaters here at home. Going to the mound is their ace, locked in Tatum Finley. No record, an 0.57 ERA and an 0.83 whip. And for us, we'll counter with our ace, Southpaw Jude Hokey, 1-1 with a 4.85 ERA and a 1.77 whip. Diaz is juiced. That's a good sign. He's going to get ready to mash next episode. Really hope he does. Let's look at player development options here to see what's going on. I like this one for Cuevas. We're going to wait on it, though, because it's going to be here next time. Solid one for Diaz. I really love this one. That's a nice upgrade there. High chance to get contact for his left-hander, too. Decent one for Holcorn. Junk is his main trait. Yep, but he's got a chance at K-Man. Okay, 3 solid ones. Deputy, good one here for him as well. Getting a lot of upgrades now. That'll be here for 2 games, though, so no rush on this one. Can't afford this one for Hokie. Probably won't be here, so we'll ignore it, although it's a shame. Decent one for Bonventry. She could use the junk in the accuracy boost, not going to lie. There's a good chance to get composed as well, but it'll be here next time. Alright, so between these two, I really like this one for Diaz, and I like this one for Finley, for Holcorn as well. But I know if I get this one for Holcorn, I'm not going to have enough to get this one for Diaz next time. I think we're going to take the risk here. We're going to save. We're going to go for this one for Diaz because of that high chance for a trait, and also because that's arguably the best hitting one you can get. So let's hold off. We're going to save up and buy that next time. If it was velocity for Holcorn, I would go for his, but it's junk. He's already got a pretty solid junk. Yes, it's a chance at K-Man, which as we all know is OP, but it's only 5% chance to get that trait, whereas it's a 15% chance to get the hitting trait for Diaz. I like our odds there. Alright, we'll set the lineup here, and then we'll call it an episode. Leading off next inning will be the Village Idiot, Baca Boyd, back in lineup at shortstop. Batting second is the juiced and locked-in head of the class Diaz there at second base. Batting third is Worry Less, Bull Worrymo once again getting the start in center field. As Winkelson's going to the bench, he is tense and also needs to heal his groin injury. Batting fourth out and left is Big Country Buck Swiner. Batting fifth back behind the plate is our normal catcher Bern Oliver, as he's fully rested. Batting sixth over at first base, Merriam DDP Doherty. Batting seventh out in right field once again is Carter Mahoney, getting another start despite being hitless today. Batting eighth over at third base, the veteran Ed Manning, and batting ninth will be the pitcher Hokie. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. It was a good episode up until the 8th inning today. We were winning the solid pitcher stool 2-1 against the Overdogs, and then we pewter base crapped the bed coming out of the bullpen. First time he's done that since his rookie year. And we lost 8-2 the final. Gave up 7 runs in those 2 innings of work. Single-handedly cost us the game there, and now we're going to enter the second half at 500 instead of at 5-3. Need to start winning here to keep pace with the Crocodons, who are really cruising through the league right now. They're currently, if I look at this, they are currently, I believe it's 7-1, while we sit at 4-4. So we need to shape up, or otherwise we are going to kiss this division crown goodbye. Tune in next time to see if we can do that. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, obviously thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me ramble on for about an hour here, just doing stupid shit and trying to entertain you guys. Shame we couldn't win, but hey, them's the breaks. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the follow button down below here to be notified next time I go live here on Twitch. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch down below in the description. Till next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off.